ever do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass, yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Flag, 95.
Here's Walker to start the drive. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Seahawks at 3-6 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. and then additional pickup with his legs after.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving. Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right? In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
2nd and 13. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Second and 15. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A quick throw here out to Brown. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cards have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Hey, Red. Mike's 15. Mike's 15. Ready.
Walker with another carry. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. Full pitch. Banjo. 15's the mic. 15's the mic.
Now back to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. On the give, this is McFarland. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They'll run for it. It's Walker, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. To throw is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Second and 5 now. Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
Mitch Wisniewski sets the kickoff.
Here is Wisniewski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Second and 10 now from the 27. They'll send a receiver in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Back to throw here. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Lock it in motion right. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards will take over here at their own 14-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Shotgun now from Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. Third and 2, and here's Murray.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick six.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete to McBride. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And, you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going right back to Fant. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On third down, here's Walker. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Murray from midfield. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage. Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Ready, yellow, 22.
Mike's 15,
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
15's the mic. 15's the mic.
Blue, go.
Watch the back. Hey, look, we're gonna
Ready, go.
He'll look to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
10 black.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready, set.
Watch 15. Mike 15. Come on. You better bring. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
6, mega.
15. Mike 15. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, red.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Right, fellas, right.
Ready, go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Fog red.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike.
White, blue. Ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Lockett. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
You got nothing.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Right, 97.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
15's the mic.
And Walker once more. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. 2nd and 8 coming up.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. That's a 13.
Murray going to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Murray to Moore for the Cardinal first. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Yellow, blue.
15. Let's go, defense.
Mega.
And going right back to Walker. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. From the gun, Murray. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Back to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now, has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. 2nd and 11 now. Now a handoff running through the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort That was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Cardinals, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.